Welcome to the Oak Trader Report on the 13th of October. It's just past 11 o'clock PM in Hong Kong. Just covering some American stocks in the toys and game and hobby sector, lasers, system and components, and just one nanotech as well. The first stock here, Glue Mobile, ticker symbol GLUU. Nice accumulation action beginning in 2009. And it seems to have broken out of that base and is developing a higher level consolidation. It's taken a step upwards. It did have a good move up here, 500 odd %, came rocketing back down, but I feel that this action here is signifying that the market will move higher from here. So I'd be looking for this market to head up to at least the $4 to $5 range and then reanalyze it from there. But it does look good for that increment in terms of how much the stock could rise in, say, the next year or so. So we're looking at around the $5 level on that one. Ticker symbol LF, Leapfrog Enterprises. Huge head and shoulders here. If you look where my mouse is, beginning in mid 2006, and then it dips down for the head and then dips up again. And will this continue on with a shoulder? If it breaks below this pivotal point, you may test another double bottom again, but here it looks like it's broken out of this consolidation area, which was 3 years. So I would summarize that this move here will just move higher from here. Once it breaks these two peaks here where my mouse is, we should see this move up to at least the $15 range in the next year or two. Ticker symbol MAT, Mattel. I just put this in here. One of my clients I spoke to this week is long this particular stock. I had a look at it and I advised him in between the 40 to 45 levels to start distributing his holdings, to move out of this particular stock. To me it looks like it's gone up too fast, too high. We could see another spike upwards here, but from here I'd prefer to move funds into a more quieter looking stock ready for a move in the future. This one looks to have reached its pinnacle, I think, in the next, say, 5 to 6 months. We should see this area here where my mouse is, lots of volatility in price action, signaling distribution. If it builds another consolidation area here and the action quietens down, I may reconsider. But with the market how it is now, with this parabolic move where my mouse is here, that's usually the signal that the market's going to begin to distribute, and it's exciting people that are watching the market. When it goes up again to 45, 46, that'll be the time to unload some holdings. This is one of the best stocks I found last week. I've been buying smaller positions in this market, and I'll wait for it to break out really of this consolidation accumulation action here. Once it breaks above, say, the $4 level, I'll be going in with a lot more firepower. Once it breaks this mini gradual downtrend here, I'll be going in again as well, and this looks to be developing a very good base. Again, it's not a tremendous amount of time it's been down there, so I would still be a little bit cautious, but once it starts confirming its upward trend by breaking out over some of these highs in the last couple of years, then I'll have a lot more confidence in this particular market. But it does look extremely good. And if you see here with the parameters, this is a $50 parameter chart here. So you're looking here where my mouse is 50 down here. It's a huge downtrend, but it doesn't look like it on this chart because of the wide parameters. You can see where it once was back in the tech heyday, and this particular stock, Microvision, MVIS, I believe, is going to be having a renaissance sometime in the next year or two. We could easily see this stock move up to 10 or 15 in the next couple of years. Ticker symbol CYBE. If you look at it over a long term, you can see nice support action where my mouse is here, and I wouldn't be going long any large amounts of stock until it breaks this particular downtrend here. And you could even run the mouse back to here and draw a line. Once it breaks that downtrend, it will confirm that the equilibrium, the balance of the technical position of the market will be moving upwards, and that's the kind of signal that I wait for. Livermore used to call it waiting for the ducks to line up. And you can see here, just with this downtrend where my mouse is, that this consolidation action has broke that, but that still wouldn't be a huge confirming factor. But once it broke this downtrend and breaks around the $7.50 level, that'll be the key signal to go long more. But I'm picking up some small positions in this market at the moment. Ticker symbol ESIO. Here's another one in terms of breaking a downtrend. If you look where my mouse is, it's broken the downtrend. This consolidation action is showing decent support, and it doesn't give me a huge amount of confidence because it hasn't been going that long, but it has all happened at a very low level, and I think that this market is ripe for a move up. But again, I'd be waiting for, you see where my mouse is now, for this line to be broken, and that would be around the $14 level. Once that's broken, the technical position will be pointing upwards. Ticker symbol ZIGO. Just wanted to show you this on the 5-year weekly before we look at a monthly. If you look where my mouse is, you draw a nice trend line. It's broken that trend line. That's usually a false signal when that happens for the first time, and you can see here it consolidating. Although I would say it hasn't spent much time in the lower reaches here, it does look to be providing support for a base, a false resistance level at 17 here. And I think the odds of this market moving up are high. If you draw a line here going down, we're right at what we would call a pivotal time here in this market. If it breaks that mini downtrend and moves above 17, then I'll be going long with more positions. And this is it, how it looks on the monthly. Huge move upwards during the tech bubble, massive crash down. The stock's moved up from $5 to 20. It's been a good trade. You can see where my mouse is here, what I've been talking about, breaking these downtrends. If you look where my mouse is, that was the key point, and it broke the downtrend, and it signaled that the technical dynamics of the market had changed. Bit of a bear flag here, and then another move up, just a slow gradual uptrend move, which I like to see. So we're just really waiting for this to break out of this short-term downtrend, and once that happens, breaks above 20, which I believe 20 is a false resistance. If you run your mouse back all the way back to mid 2002, 2002, the early part, you can see here that 20 looks to be an FR, as Ted Warren called it, a false resistance level, and I believe this market will move much higher. But again, I'm not buying more till it signals to me that it's broken this mini downtrend here. If you draw a line just here, you can see that it's right on the precipice of doing that. This was another great stock I found, CUTR, and you can see big downtrend broken, steep downtrend. The gradual downtrends were broken with this little move upwards, nice little setback here, and we can see the double bottoms here at 6, one here, which is showing good support many years apart. And I believe this market, once it breaks out of say the $10 range, we could see this market easily move up to 14 to 16, and it could develop into a bit of a monster move over the next 3 or 4 years. Ticker symbol PHMD. The reason why I put this on here, it gives a bit of a false impression because of the large parameters, $50 on the monthly chart, but if you zoom in on the weekly and the daily, it has had some decent accumulation action, and you can see here where I draw my mouse, it has broken this downtrend, and this kind of move here where it's fluctuated has broken that trend. So hopefully the technical position will be changing. I'll be waiting for some more short-term signals in terms of trend lines being broken, but this stock does look good for a rise over the next 6 months or so. Ticker symbol GSIG, and again, great little bit of accumulation action here. Usually I like to see at least 18 months. This was only a year, and it broke a steep downtrend, and it's moved up, and it's moved up to what I would call a second step, another consolidation, which is good. I mean, it's moved up here where my mouse is, and it's forming another consolidation. I would say this market easily has a chance to go to 12, and from 12 we could see it spring up out of its coil to around the $18 to $20 level quite quickly. Very positive about this particular stock. Ticker symbol IRIX. just thought I'd show you the 5 year here on the weekly chart. Draw a line here, great consolidation action. This is what we're talking about, a second step in a base action, a consolidation action of a couple of years, beautiful action. You draw a line here signifying the flat top triangle aspect of this consolidation, and it was showing good support here, here and here. And when it breaks out of these mini kind of downtrends, that's the signal the technical position is changing in the consolidation and it's about to take a step up. I would hazard a bet that this market is moving higher from here, and I just wanted to show it to you on the monthly as well. And you can see with the steep downtrend being broken, perfect signal. There's the steep downtrend. This is the consolidation action here. And again, if you draw a line along the consolidation action, this action here is broken out and the technical position of the market has changed. We could see a setback. Sometimes you do see a setback, maybe to the top of the old consolidation range, depending on how the main markets are set up and how whatever you'd like to call them, the sponsors of this stock want to move this stock higher. They have insurmountable amounts of patience, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a setback, but I'm staying long this particular stock and I hope to see it around the $9 to $10 level in the next 6 months to a year. This is the nanotech stock that I thought I'd put up. Daily chart here. This is the type of action we're looking for on a daily chart. Fantastic action. Breaks out. If you draw a line along where my mouse is here, this is the action that signals the breakout. Nice move up, consolidation action, nice move up, and it's looking like a commodity move here on the daily. Quite volatile, and I usually don't like to see massive percentage gains like this in such a short amount of time. I mean, I've got no issues in terms of a profit perspective, but in terms of longevity, in terms of the market sustaining a move like this, it is doubtful. But again, if you look at it from a weekly and a monthly, the market does look to have good ammunition behind it in terms of a long-term base action on the monthly, which I'll show you soon. This is the 5-year weekly. Again, not really long enough accumulation action, but it was extremely tempting because of the good-looking daily chart. And you can see where my mouse is that I was drawing for you on the daily, where the trend was broken here, the breakout signal, as Livermore used to call it. And then you can see downtrends being broken here. Even this long-term one, if we draw a line from these top spikes, you can see that this consolidation action broke it. And again, when a market's like this, I am dubious because it's gone up so much in such a short period of time, but it has had a bit of decent accumulation action behind it. And here it is on the $10 parameters. You can see here the long downtrend being broken. These were the 3 spikes that looked huge on the weekly chart. As you can see, when you zoom in and you have different parameters on the chart, it can make the chart look different. And if you draw a line like I did on the weekly chart over the spikes, you can see that this market has broken out. Now on the daily, on a percentage scale, it's moved up a huge amount, so I'm sort of quite cautious here, but I will be holding on to this. I wouldn't be surprised to see a consolidation develop from here, and again it could take a number of months for it to move up again, but who knows. At the moment, all I know is that the market has consolidated nicely and it's sprung up out of that base level area and is in a very good move. And this is where you have to be careful. You know, as Ted Warren used to say, if it breaks a 45-degree trend line on the chart, that's a good signal to sell out. Usually when we're selling a market, if you look where my mouse is here, this is a perfect example of distribution, and you may well miss the $140 move or the big spike in price, but the point of fact is to ignore that and to look for distribution and price volume like this over 5 or 6 months after a base area, and that's just the signal that the professionals are distributing to the weaker players in the market, to the more gullible players, however you want to term it. The market's being distributed and the market falls off, and this is what I haven't seen here yet. We may well see that in terms of the future, so I'd say that this market does have the potential to go up to 20 or 30 sometime over a 5-year period. But again, the short-term power of the move that's recently happened does have me a little bit anxious and does have me wanting to sell out my position, because I'm sitting on a very decent profit. And when you have profits in the market, it's very tempting to want to take them, especially when you know how quick and how fast markets can fall. But I believe that this market does have the potential to go much higher from here. Okay, I'll be uploading part 2 later on tonight or tomorrow. Over and out, and I'll speak to you soon.